We've all come across that one fire sample that is hard to flip because of how busy it is. In most cases, it's the instrumentation within the sample that gives us the most trouble. It's your boy Mejia Made, and in today's video, I'll show you my 2 trusted methods to flip any busy sample.
It's Mejia Made.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the video. So we'll first start off by listening to the sample. I won't need to talk over it just so I don't get hit with a copyright strike. So with this sample, what I want you guys to pay attention to is the percussion. If we're doing a standard boom bap beat, this percussion might get in the way of how we try to flip this sample. This is what I mean when I say that instrumentation is the one thing that always gives us trouble when trying to flip a sample. Before we start with the first method, I do want to give a really quick shout out to one of my subscribers, Kagura Matcha. He's the one that gave me the idea to make this video, so shout out to you, bro. So with this first method, I'm going to show you guys the standard approach for flipping a busy sample. This method, most likely a lot of you guys are already using, and we most famously know it because it was used by Jay Dilla. But essentially, when you have a busy sample, the way you want to flip it is by finding the kick or snare elements within the sample and then flipping that sample based on that. Let's go ahead and listen to how I flip this sample using method number 1. When you do it that way and it's time to start adding your own layers such as a kick or snare, it becomes a lot easier for the percussive elements within the sample to work well with the additional elements that you decide to layer in. However, there is a downside to this method, and what I mean by that, it may limit you to a certain number of chops. For example, if there's a certain part of the sample that you really love, but it has just too much percussive elements going on, even with using this method, your beat may still come out sounding very overcrowded. But there is a solution, and that is method number 2. With method number 2, you'll need a stem splitter tool. This is not a sponsor or anything, but Serato Sample is always my go-to. I really love this plugin because it allows you to separate all the stems and be able to chop them all within one VST. So with this method, it basically gives you an unlimited amount of chops. What I mean by that is that you're able to separate things such as a vocal or even the percussive elements and be able to chop those and use them as you like. Really quickly, let's listen to the chops I made using this method. So what I want you guys to pay attention to is that there's no more percussive elements. I use the Serato Sample stem splitter tool to take out all the drums. Basically, what that allows me to do is to go as crazy as I want with my own drums and instead only use the melodic elements of this sample and flip them however I want. Another thing I really loved about this sample was the vocal. So what I did next is open up another instance of Serato Sample, but this time using the stem splitter tool, I took out everything but the vocal. So you guys should be able to tell by now that by using method number 2, you basically have an unlimited amount of options to flip your samples whatever way you like. It doesn't matter how busy the sample is. Let's say, for example, the sample that you want to flip has a really nasty grating piano sound, but you really love the vocal. Then by using Serato Sample or any stem splitter tool, you would be able to take out everything but that one element that you really love and stands out to you. Also, by using this method, if let's say the sample that you choose has a different time signature, that can really cause a lot of issues with how you flip the sample, because now you have percussive elements that are playing at a different time signature than your standard boom bap 4/4 time signature, and something like that would make your beat sound super overcrowded. So now that I flipped this sample using method number 2, let's go ahead and take a listen to the finished product. So now you should be able to flip any busy sample. With the sample out the way, it's time to create the beat. If you want to learn how to keep your beats simple but effective, be sure to watch this video. Just click on the link above. With that being said, if you gained any type of insight from this video, please leave a like, please leave a comment. It's really gonna help the channel grow. I'm gonna catch you guys next week for a new video. Until then, stay blessed.